Hello everybody, welcome to Chapter 1 channel. Today I'm going to talk about a horror and zombie movie called Alive. Spoilers ahead. Jun Woo wakes up late one morning. He's an avid video gamer with his own studio and a decent following. He lives with his parents and sister, who had gone out earlier that day for no particular reason. A while later, Jun Woo watches the emergency news on TV. The news anchor reports that people in the city are behaving strangely, attacking one another without cause. The government has lost control, and for safety, everyone is advised to stay indoors. Essentially, the citizens are turning into zombies. Jun Woo witnesses the chaos unfold from his apartment balcony, where he sees people screaming, running, and trying to escape the madness. Jun Woo's door is knocked on unexpectedly. His neighbor comes in, telling him his brother has become a zombie and that he has nowhere to go, as soon as he replies. When he begs Jun Woo for help, the already scared Jun Woo orders him to go right away and even makes a golf club threat. After using Jun Woo's restroom, the neighbor begins to exhibit symptoms of infection, such as reddened eyes. In a matter of moments, he becomes a zombie. He assaults Jun Woo, but Jun Woo repels him and drives him from the residence. Unfortunately, the neighbor is killed by another, larger zombie who eats him alive. These zombies aren't just attacking humans, they're devouring each other as well, a behavior confirmed by the news. Later, Jun Woo receives a message from his parents, saying they are safe for now. His father yells, "Stay alive! Stay alive!" Jun Woo sticks this message on a family photo as a reminder and begins to ration his food. Day 2. The following day, Jun Woo uses his social media accounts to send out an SOS message that includes his name and address. In his area, he uses his phone, drone, and virtual reality headset to observe the devastation. His Wi-Fi eventually goes out. That evening, a female police officer attempts to flee the zombie area while carrying a rifle. Even though she shoots a couple of the zombies, she eventually loses the fight and is killed by them. Jun Woo stands on his balcony, watching the horrific event unfold. He yells to try to help, but this just makes the zombies aware of where he is. These zombies haven't lost any of their human-era cognitive abilities or senses, including hearing. One enormous zombie is shot by Jun Woo, but then another one breaks into his flat and starts attacking him. Jun Woo manages to outsmart the zombie, causing it to fall to its death from his balcony. He notices the officer's loaded gun lying on the ground. The next day, Jun Woo runs out of drinking water and is forced to drink his father's liquor to survive. He also covers up his balcony windows. Day 10. After 10 days of surviving on alcohol and little food, Jun Woo is weak. He tries to turn on the radio on his phone but fails because he doesn't have the 3.5mm jack needed as an antenna. He begins hallucinating about his family. Then, he receives an audio message from his father, the last one. He can hear his parents and sister screaming as they turn into zombies. Devastated, Jun Woo loses hope. In a fit of rage and despair, he leaves his apartment and starts attacking zombies. Overwhelmed by the remaining zombies, he retreats back to his apartment. Day 20. The government begins bombarding the city's periphery. Jun Woo has entirely lost all food and motivation to survive by this time. He makes the decision to hang himself to death. But as he's about to commit suicide, he notices a laser light that points to a picture in his apartment that reads, "Faith is the proof of the invisible. It's the reality of what you want." Jun Woo is encouraged by this and turns to face the flat opposite from him, which is the source of the light. The person sending the signal is Yubin, an adolescent girl who has been imprisoned there for 6 days. The next day, Yubin kills a zombie with a hand axe. She is tougher and more aggressive than Jun Woo. Since zombies are attracted to noise, they start communicating using sign language and writing messages on their phones. Yubin notices that the 8th floor of Jun Woo's building is empty, and it also happens to be the top floor. Yubin comes up with a plan to connect a string between her apartment and Jun Woo so they can share food. She ties the string to a baseball and throws it toward Jun Woo, but it falls to the ground. Realizing what she's trying to do, Jun Woo attaches the thread to his drone and flies it to Yubin's apartment. She sends him some food. Later, a zombie, who used to be a firefighter, finds the ball and pulls on the string, which is tied to a table in Yubin's apartment. The table shifts and knocks her down. Since the zombie retains some of its climbing skills, it begins scaling the building. Jun Woo tries to distract it with his drone, but the zombie catches the drone and smashes it. Just as the zombie reaches her balcony, Yubin wakes up and kills it with her hatchet, sending it plummeting to the ground. That night, Jun Woo sneaks into his neighbor's apartment by grabbing the key from a dead zombie who had broken into his place. Inside, he finds a woman's corpse and gathers food from the kitchen. In the storeroom, He discovers a 3.5mm audio jack, some walkie-talkies, and hiking gear, suggesting the dead zombie's brother was a hiking enthusiast. Suddenly, the zombie attacks Jun-woo, but he narrowly escapes after a brief struggle. Back at his apartment, Jun-woo connects the audio jack to his phone to try the radio, but the signal is down. He then sends some food and a walkie-talkie to Yubin, and for the first time, they talk to each other. Over the next few days, they share stories about their lives. Yubin mentions she has a fear of heights. They also collect rainwater for drinking. After a few days, the zombies grow more aggressive as they, too, are running out of food. Yubin and Jun-woo agree it's no longer safe to stay in their apartments and decide to move to the empty 8th floor. Using ropes, they descend from their balconies, leading to a thrilling sequence where they fight off zombies in all directions. Yubin picks up the officer's gun from the ground and shoots several zombies as they make their way to the elevator and finally reach the 8th floor. However, their luck runs out as more zombies follow them. Just as they are about to be overrun, a stranger opens his apartment door and pulls them inside, saving them. He offers them food and water. Yubin is suspicious at first but eventually eats. However, the food was drugged, and both Jun-woo and Yubin are knocked out. The man's wife, who had become a zombie, is locked in his bedroom, starving for days. He plans to feed Yubin to her. When Jun-woo wakes up, he points a gun at the man, but he can't bring himself to pull the trigger. In the bedroom, Yubin tricks the zombie wife by covering her face with a cloth and unleashing her onto her husband. As the zombie attacks him, Yubin grabs the gun from Jun-woo and shoots both the man and his wife in the head. The sound of the gunfire draws more zombies toward their apartment. Yubin, thinking she may have been infected, asks Jun-woo to kill her, but he refuses. Just then, they hear a helicopter flying near their building and race to the roof, with zombies chasing them. When they get to the roof, the helicopter is nowhere to be seen. They use the last of their bullets to fight off the zombies, praying for a miracle. Soon enough, an army helicopter arrives, and the soldiers kill a few zombies and rescue Jun-woo and Yubin. Jun-woo finally gets his phone signal back, seeing tons of messages from his friends and followers. It turns out many people had been using social media to share their locations, and Jun-woo's original post had over 1,200 likes, ultimately leading to his rescue. Subscribe to my channel for movie. Thank you for watching everyone. Take care.